Right, good morning everyone. Beautiful spring day, and we've got a little project that we've just completed here. This vehicle's not for sale. This is just a sort of another showcase of what we can do. I've just noticed the hood's slightly untucked there. OCD kicking in. Anyway, so this started life as a '06 TD5 90 County, so it hasn't got AC or anything like that, but it was a really nice, one of the last TD5s with 54,000 miles. It was bought by our client off collecting cars, and he really wanted a fun soft top vehicle for use in the summer and also the winter, so we had to make sure that it was sort of a hard wearing, well put together piece of kit. So I mean, I just don't think you can beat a decent mohair hood, and a sand mohair hood on a dark green Land Rover with silver poppers, I think looks pretty good. So we had this hood custom made by Kim at All Wheel Trim, who's done an amazing job as always. It's all the little details, the cut around for the spare wheel, and when this bit folds down here, it goes around the spare wheel carrier. These poppers are an absolute pain to fit, but they just look so smart. Each one has to fit one of these into the bodywork and then cut a hole in the hood at exactly the right place and fit them together. It's very nerve-wracking but great fun and very rewarding when it looks as good as this. This is by no means a full rebuild. This is, let's make a vehicle that is pretty good, and in fact very good, into a soft top. We're not going full on, chassis and replacing everything. It's just making a good, fun vehicle even more fun. And to spice it up a bit more, I don't know if you can see down here, but we've got a sports exhaust from Alive Tuning. It's not too loud. It's got a nice big silencer in the middle section here, and it's got a stage 1 remap, but it's got that lovely 5-cylinder warble, which sounds so good. Now, one of the sort of nicest parts of this project was the retrimming of the interior. So we kept the standard seats. We didn't want to put bucket seats or flashy seats in it. The seat is a great seat, the Defender seat, but it was just a bit boring in techno cloth. So we saw some beautiful leather from Muirhead. This is called Ocean Green from Muirhead. And had the seats retrimmed fully, and they are just lovely, just spectacular. And it all looks pretty smart in here with the hood cage, the sort of heavy-duty hood sticks, and this lovely sort of dark green leather. The guy who trimmed them said it was just a joy to work with the leather. It was a beautiful, thick leather. It wasn't the sort of cheap leather that you sometimes get on some of these rebuilds. This, the smell in there is just extraordinary. Simple things. Well, we just sort of put some Wipeout crystal headlights on with upgraded halogen bulbs. Again, it's like a 40 quid upgrade, but it lifts the front end and makes it look so smart. We haven't really changed anything else on it. The vehicle was so nice. We put some stainless bolts on the hinges, as you can see there. But there was no need to go completely overboard and start ripping it to pieces, and it's a lovely base vehicle. I think we've improved it definitely in the eyes of our client, because this is exactly what he wanted. And with this leather interior, it's just lovely, and nice little touch. The handles are leather, and also we did the sun visors in here. I don't know if you can see that. Will it focus on that? There we go. The sun visors as well, they're normally held in with horrible screws. I put little riv nuts and nice bolts in there because they're so exposed now when you see them with the soft top on. It's just nice to finish it off well. And as I said, we haven't gone for like a sort of a full major rebuild. It's just a freshening up and making it a really fun vehicle. We put a Mantec, I say Mantec, it's got Land Rover stamped all over it, but we all know it's a Mantec spare wheel carrier on the back, and also a genuine Land Rover NAS rear step with a nice unused tow bar on there. We also put some stainless powder coated mud flap brackets on, just to smarten it up a bit. The main reason for the Mantex spare wheel carrier is that we've now got a half door here with 2 hinges, and hanging a wheel off that, it's just not going to last. So this all works on a nice hinge system. I don't know if you can see that, and it locks into place there. Now the door is being lined in the same leather actually, but it's actually relatively nicely painted, etc. inside. But we're going to be lining it in this leather here that we've got in the back, and I'm sure you'll agree it just looks so nice in here. I wish I could tell you what it smelled like too. It's just extraordinary. One of the pains of these TD5s is the rear seat belts flop around all over the place, and it's something that a couple of our clients have got really fed up with. You know, the belts are sort of hanging down all over the floor. So what we do, we put a new clip in down here which can hide away, but also, I don't know if you can see, there you go, we put retractable belts in, and it just really helps sort of tidy the cab up, and they're all fixed properly to this sort of supporting rail in the back, and it's really neat, really simple install. Again, it's not big money, you know, it's sort of 100 quid or so for the parts, and in a couple of hours sort of fiddling to get it done, but it just lifts the interior so nicely. So yeah, we've got the back rolled up, the back rolls down and seals up beautifully. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this as a little example of what we can do with a nice TD590. Thank you, cheers, bye bye.